So hey, Ruthless Church. It's been a while since I've done a video. Um, I guess the reason why I decided to do it now is because I um, I can't think of another way to express this feeling that I have, and every time I try to write it, it gets a little bit confusing and a little bit jumbled up. Um, as you'll see from the words that accompany this blog, the whole meaning behind what I'm trying to do is express this feeling that we are bigger than what we think we are. We're better than what we think we are. And I'm going to have a confession here. I, for some time, have been like kind of keeping myself a little smaller. I mean, I'm already short in stature. I'm not talking about that. But just keeping myself smaller because over time in life, I have had enough experiences of people telling me, like, who do you think you are? Do you think you're better? This, that, and the other thing. And even though in my soul I know the truth, I find myself from time to time shrinking, though I would rather not. I find myself shrinking sometimes because I don't want to offend other people, and sometimes because, frankly, I'm afraid of my anger because I can't stand to see people making themselves small. So somehow my ego told me, well, if you make yourself small too, then you can't get mad at other people for doing it. It's a backwards kind of way of thinking. Usually it's that same kind of thinking that says, if someone accuses you of something, then you might as well do it. It's, I guess, some kind of survival instinct thing that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, my hope is that I can start working toward first, liberating myself from that internalized depression, as someone called it, that I've somehow become subject to. I'm just being honest, and in hopes I can somehow give permission to other people to do the same. I don't think I can help anybody not do that, but I can not do it myself, and hopefully, if somebody's watching, they can say, "Hey, you know what? Maybe I can liberate myself from that too." So anyway, in an effort to do that, I'm going to bite off of Rocky Balboa, who's one of my favorite prophets, um, and I'm going to twist a little bit a speech that he gave to his son, or the actor that played his son in the last Rocky movie, which I highly recommend for his gritty rawness. So anyway, in the scene, in the movie, and I'll probably put a link to that video too, Rocky's talking to his son because his son basically allows himself to be less than what he really is. And then he blames his dad for making him look bad or making him feel uncomfortable because his dad's still shining his light. And he's like, well, when you shine your light, you embarrass me. And I've heard that enough. So I I don't know what to say about myself. But anyway, the point is, that's stupid. So I'm working hard not to do that, and I'm encouraging other people not to do that. So this is my rendition of it, and if you can imagine this God talking to us, and I'm just kind of come out of myself with this. So if it's all blah, 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 messed up or whatever, I'm doing the best I can with it, shining my light. So anyway, here's the story. So God, he tells us, you know what? When I created you, you were good, you were wonderful. Every day watching you grow up was like a privilege. But then one day, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And then when things started to get hard, you looked for someone to blame, like the devil. Well, let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It could be a mean, nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. So if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him, her, or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. So that's not my most dramatic version of it. It's just a version of it, and maybe I'll do a better one than that. But anyway, the point is we're all better than that. A lot of times we think we're not. We let people tell us that we're not good enough, and then eventually, like myself, I started to shrink up. A lot of us start to do that, but let's not. You know, Jesus told us we're the light of the world. He told us we're the salt of the earth. How many of us act like it? And this isn't about religion, folks. I'm going to tell you once, I'm going to tell you twice. It's not about that. It's about truth. And all of us have a light to shine. All of us have a light to shine. So I encourage you to shine it. One.